But all we could see from Mr Abbott was no. He just can't stop saying no. So last night he said no to a surplus, he said no to a school kids bonus, and he said no to having costed policies for the future. What the government is doing here is economically responsible, coming back to surplus so we can provide a buffer against international uncertainty, providing room for the Reserve Bank to cut interest rates should it decide to do so, and most importantly, making sure that we spread the benefits of the mining boom across our whole country and ensure that people on low and middle incomes, wherever they live, have got a stake in our future prosperity.
Is this budget about class warfare?
Now, this is a budget about looking after the battlers, about making sure we can do something extra for those on low and middle incomes who aren't in the fast lane of the mining boom. It's Mr Abbott who's engaging in that sort of... Mr Abbott is engaging in those sorts of tactics. Fancy this, standing up in the Parliament and voting no to the school kids bonus when he knows that families face enormous cost of living pressures when their kids are at school, and the older they get, the more they cost. Mr Abbott up there saying no to this very practical, affordable assistance to low and middle income earners. I mean, that's Mr Abbott conducting class war.
Can you guarantee that the money won't be spent on the pokies or on cigarettes?
No, what I can guarantee is that I understand the very good sense of parents in this community who want for their children the best possible education they can get.
But some of them aren't going to be responsible. You must admit
you know,
that.
I actually find those sort of characterisations from Mr Abbott quite offensive. And I also find it quite strange that he would seek to make those characterisations now when he has in the past actually supported payments like this. So he's got himself in a dreadful position. He couldn't indicate last night whether he would support the increases in family tax benefit Part A, which come from revenue from the mining tax. In the past, he said he wants to abolish the mining tax so he can give a tax cut to Clive Palmer and Gina Rinehart. I mean, the Labor Party is absolutely behind the battlers. Mr Abbott is behind the billionaires and their Bentleys.
What's in the budget for economic growth?
Well, this was another strange thing that we heard from Mr Abbott last night. Somehow the economy isn't growing. I mean, this just shows that he is not up to it when it comes to basic economics. The fact is that yesterday, Australia recorded an overall unemployment rate of 4.9% because our economy is growing. And because our economy is growing around trend, and because we've got a strong investment pipeline, and because we've got contained inflation, and because we've got solid consumption, we're going to continue to grow. But Mr Abbott seems to be unaware of this fact and seeks to run down our economy every time he stands on his feet, and all he can say is no.